Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be going over this interesting piece here. This is actually going to be a dog chew toy. A lot of dog owners like myself, if you guys have big dogs who are tough, powerful chewers, toys like this will seem very familiar. Alright, so just to kind of start off, this is going to be the Nylabone brand, and this is specifically the Power Chew. Now, don't get afraid. The actual toy itself was a lot bigger than this. My dog obviously chewed it down, and it was a large as well too, and it didn't have any flavors. There's some of them that have specific flavors. I just kind of opted not to have a flavor, simply because I wasn't exactly sure what type of chemicals they're going to put in there to make that flavor happen. I don't know if my dog was going to like it, so I just figured kind of get just the one that doesn't have a specific flavor. I guess it's just original, I guess. So Nylabone is known for making a lot of really good chew toys, among other brands. This is one of the top ones. They make chew toys for every type of chewer, whether the dog is a small dog, big dog, medium dog, all that. They make different flavors for everybody pretty much. And this was, like I said, this specifically is the Power Chew. I'm gonna grab that right there. So what's nice about this is actually that it has a lot of these small little grooves, these small little bumps on it that actually provide some sort of oral pleasure for the dog, because when they bite on this, or if they have issues with their gums, this actually kind of helps to kind of massage it just a little bit. Now, just right off the bat, I'm sure you've already heard from the noise, this is actually a pretty tough toy, and I often stay away from toys that are too tough, because I noticed that my dog specifically likes tough toys, but at the same time he wants to have the feeling that it can be chewed down. Otherwise, it pretty much doesn't have any use to him. He kind of just loses interest over time. Well, what the nice thing about this is, and I'm not exactly sure what material, what's it made of, but this actually, over time, as a dog pretty much just keeps it in his mouth and the saliva gets all over it, this actually will become malleable, because as you can notice, it's already in half. So the actual original one that you go ahead and buy is going to be double this size. So you can already imagine if the dog already pretty much chewed that much up. What's nice is that once it dries up again, and I'm sorry that it looks a little nasty, it's been everywhere. Once it already dries up, then it goes back to being hard again, so pretty much the dog can kind of spend his time on it. I've had this one specifically for quite some time, actually, probably over a month or so, which is actually saying a lot, because I have a big dog. It's a Doberman, and he is a big chewer. We actually spent a lot of money trying to figure out exactly what type of chew toys to get him. But in the end, Nylabone always is a pretty good toy, pretty good brand as well too. You just have to just make sure. And then what's nice about the packaging, and I don't have it, but what's nice about the packaging is a lot of times you can actually feel it. You can see what the texture is like. And obviously, everybody knows their own dog and what type of textures they like, he or she likes. So you can go ahead and feel them. They have softer ones, they have harder ones. This is actually one of the harder ones. I believe there's one that's even harder than this. The problem with that is that it's almost like a plastic hard. At least when I felt it, this at least kind of had like it had a different feel to it, like more of a hard rubber. But yeah, there's some other ones that come in like in a hard, almost plastic like feel, and I purposely I don't like those kinds. My dog doesn't like them either. He gets no satisfaction out of them. But what's gonna happen is, so the at least what it would look like at first, the top here had some ridges as well, and these bumps here extend to about right here at the middle, and then on the end here they have some side items as well too. And it's been pretty good. Let me actually I can actually pull up a picture of the actual item, what it looked like in the beginning. As you can tell here, so this is the Power Chew. So this is the part right here that we still have. The bottom here is the one that my dog pretty much chewed off. And what's nice about this is, and I want you guys to understand, is that it doesn't just break off right away. This actually just kind of over time, as the dog salivates all over it, he can actually just break it down into small little pieces, which is great because it doesn't chew off. And it's whenever the dog does chew, not chew, but when the little pieces come off, they come off in small. Let me see if I can show you. I guess not. Yeah, so you can see here how these things kind of break off, which is nice because you don't have to worry about your dog swallowing anything that he's gonna, pretty much choke on. So it's gonna have that type of material. I'm not exactly sure what type of material it is or what it's made of, but I've had several of these. This is, I think, his second one. I personally haven't had any issues, so I would recommend it, especially having a dog like myself who has a sensitive stomach. He's never had any problems with it. Obviously, if you're worried, you can keep it a little more clean than I do. This actually stays in the house, but that hasn't really given me any issues. If you're worried about the bacteria part, you can disinfect it. But anyways, for people who have large dogs, definitely you guys should check out the Nylabone Power Chew. Thanks.